Welcome back, everybody. This is part 2 of my Megaloot run, Journey to a Trillion Damage. So we'll continue where we left off, just kind of going through the shop here, looking for anything that's got Dazzle on it, anything that's got bonus health. This is going to be pretty much straightforward, the same thing we do for about the next 10 floors. At floor 30, our loot priorities kind of change. I am always keeping my eye out for these potions that restore armor. They're not as big of a deal once you get late game, but for right now, they're nice to have just in the background. Again, I'll put the Dazzle necklaces, which are pretty much the easiest and highest Dazzle you can get. 2 to 3 refreshes per wave. Don't blow all your money on a single wave. One thing I forgot to mention, keep your eye out for, is the giant rings. They give percent health, and they give a lot of it. So in this mid-game, they're very useful for preventing yourself to be killed by true damage that ignores your shield. Like they're 400%, so I go from 12k health up to almost 30k. Huge benefits from that. And when we get to floor 30, we'll start having items that have significantly more base hit points on them, which will then scale off of the percentages that we've built up here early on. Here I am blowing through a little bit more money. I'm trying to find a good dismantle. Go for that little extra lifesteal. That crown I just picked up had both bonus armor and power, if I remember right. Now I have the Eternal Giant Ring for 800% health. That'll be a huge upgrade when I can put it in there. As you see, I still skip over the crowns every now and then. I'm trying to be as quick as possible going through these floors, because it does take quite some time if you're not just fast-paced about it. You'll be here for hours just to get floor 80. That ring just doubled my health. Now we're starting to get the life sucker weapons, the vampire gear. I will be running vampire gear for a little while before I switch out of it. The chest piece, once you get to the higher tiers of the vampire set, is quite significant. few things I would have done differently. Playing through again. This is like only my second or third playthrough. I noticed that these early stages you could get the turtle gauntlets, which does damage based on a percentage of your armor. I would probably start building those up here early. It's what I'm going to be swapping to in the late game, around probably floor like 60 to 80. And with Dazzle scaling up your armor after the first few hits, you start building up to the millions and billions of damage. So that 17k damage I have right now will be nothing. When it scales so heavily. So just keep an eye out for that. It's a good weapon to swap to. Probably could have cleared through these a lot quicker if I'd switched sooner. I noticed it's taking me a few extra rounds on some of these as opposed to just single clearing it. Now that ring I just picked up with bonus agility on it. As I get this extra dazzle so high, I won't be worried about the armor and the health that the ring I have provides. And damage will no longer be as big of an issue, so I will be switching to it. Here I wanted to see if heal power really helped with overheal. And it affects it, but like, I hit that overheal cap so easily that was kind of a waste to dismantle. Here we go, floor 30. This is where things switch up a little bit. You'll notice it starts taking like 20k per refresh. So you really don't want to blow through your money here. And this, the Common Jungler, this is going to be your bread and butter for damage. And probably what you're going to be throwing in your Dismantler for quite a while if you're going to stick with the physical damage. Here I'm kind of debating on whether I want to put it in the build or not. So I go from having 5 attacks, or 11 attacks down to 5 attacks. So while I gain damage, I lose out on my total number of attacks, and it wasn't quite worth it yet. Here's where it's really starting to slow down for me for damage wise. Once I get this first dismantle in though, it picks up again. But I feel like if I'd switched to the Turtle Gauntlet sooner and gotten away from physical damage and went to the shield damage, I would have been significantly better off. But this will let you carry through if you're not comfortable with that build yet, until you get to a stage where like it's not as big of a deal anymore. So what I tried to do is if I have under 1.5 million, I only do 1 refresh per round. Sometimes I'll farm and go fishing for what I'm looking for, but typically that's where I want to sit, is about 1 to 2 refreshes per round until I can afford to buy those tridents. See on the left there, that's the Turtle Gauntlet. I really wish I'd picked that up there. I really wish I'd switched over sooner. You can see I'm still worried about health just because last time I got to like the floor 50s, I died to true damage. So I wanted to stack up my hit points so that way between hit points and lifesteal, I had enough to survive it. So the end game, like the end game goal for this build is to switch to a percentage damage with the weapon you get later on, which will allow you to basically kill anything you want, just solely off of doing percentage damage to their health. You'll get what's called the Sword of Excalibur, which will be huge for removing buffs. It's almost mandatory to run it. The reason I like this guy is he gets 2 different weapons. So because of that, you can use lethality later in the game with the Great Cataclysm set and the Blade of Ruin. With the Edge of Ruin passive ability causing you to deal damage that scales off the target's hit points. So as long as you can do 7 hits along with those weapons, you basically just one-shot everything no matter what their hit points are. Or one round everything. Alright, so I think the rest of the wave 30s here is mainly just keep building up your sword, get your damage up, get your life steal up, get your health up. Make sure you have the ability to survive. And that'll take you most of the way till the end. And I'll catch you there and I'll go over what's coming next. Alright, so as you see, I've ended up picking up double dazzle weapons just to stack the dazzle on my amulet. I'm running the dazzle ring. This is all gonna switch as soon as I start getting some of the new items post wave or for 40, 60, and 80, and so on. Running double potions for multi-attack is amazing. I usually try to get, 2 to 4 of those, depending on how lucky you are. Now with this character, I get 100% crit chance. I'll catch you guys next time as we go from floor 41 to 60. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Thanks.